Today I'd like to answer the question, can you or not make Astral Diamonds off these new dragon hunts? You're queuing up to these hunts, you're defeating your dragon, and then you're getting your rewards. Now ultimately what you will do is go and kill these dragons for the parts they drop. You will kill them, you'll get those parts, and then you'll be able to trade in those parts for essentially getting yourself mythic gear. Now this gear, unfortunately, as we can see here, all binds on pickup account, meaning it will be account bound. You can transfer it to your other characters, but as soon as you equip it on one character, it becomes bound to that character and you won't be able to transfer it any longer, as you can see with the mythic gear we have equipped. And ultimately that means you won't be selling any of this gear. And if we go and look through all of this gear, all of these rings and so on, you can see that across the board, they are all the same. They are all bound to account on pickup and bound to character on equip, which means you can't directly make any Astral Diamonds by, let's say, grinding this gear, purchasing it, and then selling it. In my opinion, that can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. The good thing is that people won't exactly undermine anyone else's accomplishments by just buying this gear from the auction house. It makes the game, in my opinion, a lot more pay to win when you can just throw money at the game and buy the top end game gear. Not that you can't still do that. You can. You could pay money for a group to carry you through ancient dragon hunts with the right modifiers, and there you go. But at least you'll have to put some effort into the game by actually partaking in playing it, at least somewhat. And it's not as easy then as just buying something from the auction house to find a group that will willingly carry you for a bit of compensation. I'm not saying that people should do that, but it's definitely a possibility, and people have done it with selling the ribcage. You just join the party which is going to kill the hunt guy, and then if it drops, then you give it to the person who wants it, and the rest of the group get the payment from that person. However, that's not the only thing we can obtain. We can get these new consumables, but again, unfortunately, they are actually all bound on pickup to your account, so no selling them. My opinion, they should be sellable. They're consumables. People will use them all the time. And if you can sell them, then people will buy them to use them. And it's not like you buy it once and then you have it forever. You're going to use it and then it's gone and you're going to want more. So it can be very helpful if people can at least help other people by, let's say I go grind these 10% ones and go sell them to the rest of the player base. Then that player base can go and use them to up their game and potentially succeed on more of those dragon hunts, potentially getting some successful runs to then get their gear that they want. But ultimately, as we can see, there's no direct way that you can get Astral Diamonds through this event by farming something and then selling it. None of the dragon parts are sellable. They are all put in your inventory, as you can see here, which means they're like a campaign currency. You can see them in the campaign here as well in the store. They're all down the bottom there in the certain tabs, and you can't exactly interact with those items. You can't drag them anywhere, so you cannot sell them. Which also means you cannot go and put them on other characters. So you're bound to a specific character to make the grind with. At least if you've made some progress already on one character, then you're best to continue with that character. However, we can see when you do go and kill your dragon, like we just did here, you will get your dragon parts, but you will also get, you can see some rough Astral Diamonds, some refinement points, and it's mainly the rough Astral Diamonds you're looking at, which means you can ignore doing, indeed, your random queues. You don't have to go and do random queues anymore if you're grinding dragon hunts. And the reason is, each dragon hunt will give you a significant amount of Astral Diamonds. Now, one step is using modifiers to get rough Astral Diamonds. You can see we got 6,000 there from that one. This one we just got an insignia, more refinements, enchanting stones rank 6s. They should be getting removed and replaced by something else. More refinement points there. Here we get some more rough Astral Diamonds, 6,600. Not too bad. Here we get a chunk of Astral Diamonds. Unfortunately, I can't show you exactly how much it is, but on average, you can see about 6,000, 7,700 there. We got 2 drops. and some more here as well, 6,000. So you're getting a significant amount of rough astral diamonds just by using these modifiers. These modifiers allow you to get the parts, and I'll have a link in the description to multiple videos where you can see my guides to these dragon hunts, going over modifiers, going over what quests you'll be doing, and then also how long it will take you to get this mythic gear by going through the parts. Now, of course, once you do kill your dragons, you have this nice place with all the dragon's treasure. You can start stuffing it in your pockets. Well, unfortunately, that's not the case, and you just get one lowly chest, which will give you on average just over 10,000 rough astral diamonds, meaning all you have to do is do about 10 of these hunts. And it doesn't matter what type of hunt. This was just a young dragon hunt, and we got 10,000 rough astral diamonds. You just have to do 10 of those hunts, and you'll have enough rough astral diamonds for your daily cap. So we can completely ignore random queues when module 23 comes about, and you're grinding your gear by doing dragon hunts. Or if you like to go at it solo, you absolutely can. Young dragons, unfortunately, you can't actually go in with more players, but you can go at them solo for a bit of a challenge, especially if you're not end game yet. It might take a bit longer, but you can see whether or not it's worth your time. You can see it only took me just over 3 minutes. Easy farm for, you can see there with a modifier, we got over 18,000 rough astral diamonds from this run. Just have to do maybe 5 more, and that's my daily cap. And with that, I'm grinding parts for my mythic gear. We can look at some more chest results from killing dragons. This one was from an adult green dragon. You can see 13,000 rough astral diamonds, 10,000 here. You get a bunch of refinement with it as well. And you'll also be getting like seals of the north, which is pretty awesome. But again, these are ancient dragons that would give the seals. I don't believe any of the lesser variants would. We even get greater shards of empowerment, meaning premium loot is dropping from these dragon chests. You can't re-roll them, so that's not in the equation. In my opinion, it's a good thing, so you don't have to waste re-rolls, you're not competing with anybody. And we also got even a stone of health from here. Again, more seals. These are, again, ancient dragons. And again, you get nearly 10,000 rough astral diamonds all of the time. 12,000, 10,000, 12,000, 11,000. You can see all the numbers there. So it's going to be a very easy grind for rough astral diamonds, getting your daily cap. And along with that, you can get some premium loot. You can again get some bunch of refinement points. And ultimately, you're just going to be doing this for your parts to essentially get your mythic gear. As a result, you won't have to do much else in the game. You don't have to do random queues to get that rough ID. It's going to be pretty great. You can just focus on your grind and be happy with that. You can also see here with the document that I went over, you're going to be killing anyway 9 or 10 ancient dragons, like at least per week, to get your dragon's ridges, to get then your reagents for your mythic gear as well. So you can at least knock off 1 day's grind for your full rough astral diamonds. You can go out a bit more and essentially get all that rough AD you may need for that day, and essentially just grind out the parts you might need in the future, and then come back just for the ridges later on for the next weeks. You can also then do it on multiple characters, and I'll go through that in another video. What can you do with multiple characters? Is the dragon ridges capped per character or account wide? You can see it has a weekly cap of 80 just there, and I need to test by grinding out the quest line and starting this dragon hunter campaign and see if I actually get any dragon ridges on my other characters. Can I even pick up the quest? We'll see again in another video, and hopefully it's been somewhat insightful as to what you'll be earning in this dragon hunts, and can you actually make some astral diamonds off it. Unfortunately, not any direct way with regards to selling things on the auction house. You can of course sell runs to other people. People are short on astral diamonds and they got their characters to max it anyway. They can at least help somebody out, help some randoms out, exchanging some goods in return. That's just fair enough, I guess. But generally you'll find a guild that will help you out no matter what. With that said, I'd like to give a massive thank you to all of my channel members for helping me keep my channel going. And if I present this well, consider leaving the video a like. And if you're new around here, consider subscribing. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.